Hi guys, it is Sunday morning. My dog just asked me if she gets some more sandwich and she doesn't. That's mine. Uh oh yeah, I hurt my knee again. Not sure what I've done. It's just one of the perks of getting older. Sometimes you wake up and you're hurting. So this is staying on today. Unfortunately, I really don't want it on because I don't know if you can tell. This is kind of, see the seam right there? When I wear it for a while, this kind of edge on the seam here. When I wear it for a while, it starts to cut into the knee. I don't know why. Because it's not tight. I mean, this is... I have room. I still have room. So it's not too tight. If it's looser, then I don't get the support I need. So I don't know. This is like a manufacturer thing. These stitches are really hurting. I'm having trouble finding a good knee protection, knee brace, knee support. I've had quite a few over the years, but I'm just having a hard time finding any good ones. This is the one that supports the best of the ones that I have, but then again, I do get the little cuts from that seam after wearing it for a while. It's kind of okay now. I just recently put it on and taken some anti-inflammatory because my knee was hot and a bit swollen. So anyway, that's not what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk to you about planning. And you go, oh, that's boring. Yeah, but it's also kind of important because yesterday, the night leading up to yesterday, I hardly slept at all because I was just keep waking up and just as I was falling asleep, I was like, and I need to get that done, and I need to do that, and how am I gonna fix this? How am I gonna do that? I need to get money for that. I need to fix this. I just could not let myself sleep. I was so tired. I was so tired. I was almost crying because I was so tired. And every time I was dozing off, I just kept waking up and just, I need to get this done. I need to return this. I need to, all of that stuff. That's when you know you're way too stressed. So, yesterday I took a step back and a long, hard look at myself and realized I'm not fully listening to my she's a therapist. She helped me sort my stress issues out because I keep pushing myself and pushing myself and pushing myself, and then I just crash. And when I crash, you get so completely drained you can't function at all. Well, I can't. And I've been looking back at some videos and realized I've been on that path for a bit. And last time I met my therapist, she said, "Whoa, you need to wind down." And she gave me the breathing exercises, and she was like, all these. And I said, "Yeah, okay." And I tried to do, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to do the breathing exercise," but I wasn't fully listening and not fully, It wasn't until last night not last night, but the night before that I just couldn't let myself sleep, and I realized how bad it was. So instead of doing my to-do lists that I usually do, I am gonna reprioritize my have-to-do stuff. And this is a technique I learned a long time ago. I kind of always go back to the to-do lists. And the thing is, we usually put a lot more on our to-do lists than is actually have to do. So I'm changing things up. I'm making a have to do list. I'm doing a needs to get done list. Needs to get done has lower priority. It's not it doesn't affect me or anyone else as much if it doesn't get done. But it's still stuff that needs to get done, like mowing the lawn. I'm tempted to put it on the have to do list because it's a nice weather and you don't know when it's going to start raining, and the grass on by the other house there is getting pretty tall already. So I'm so tempted to put it on have to do, but it's not a have to do. So what if the grass is long? That's kind of what you have to prioritize. That's not what I'm. It's kind of how the way I have to think when I prioritize when I'm this stressed, um, and how I should prioritize otherwise too. The have to do is stuff that actually have to get done. And to be all honest, there's only three things you need to do: eat shit and die. That's kind of the only three things you have to do. That's eat shit and die. That's pretty much it. But I do have to go over the emails because I have a lot of emails there that needs to get answered. Because it affects my income, it affects my living situation, so that have to get done. I have to apply for at least one more job this month, or I won't get money for doing the studies and the school stuff. That's kind of an unemployment thing because they are paying me for doing the school. And I was checking next week. I have to send in mission 1 and mission 2 in my 2 courses. They have to get sent in next week. This one for this course is almost done, so I just have a little bit left on that. But there's a wrong thing with one of the links in the mission, so I reported that. So that's another reason I need to go over my email because they might have fixed that. So that's I have to do. I also have to go to get some x-rays done on Monday. So Sunday is my planning day. That's when I go over the week, what has to get done, what needs to get done, different dates, times, what do I have to, that kind. So Sunday is my planning day. So this is what I'm looking at. So I have x-rays in Kiruna on Monday at 9:30. Can't really see that because of the shadow. There we go. So 9:30 I have x-rays on Monday. So and also today I should be putting up my last ads. I have 40 ads left to put up on Tradera this month. And I should be putting it up because this is payday in Sweden. This is Thursday and Friday is payday in Sweden. So this should have been up, the last 40 ads should have been up. But then again, the printer isn't working. So I'm kind of scared to post stuff up for sale because I can't print out shipping labels. So I still don't know how to deal with that. So that as far as I've gotten. And on my needs to get done, I only put more the lawn on there. And then we have the I want to get done. So for me, I've been trying to get into a routine where I film. You can't really see what I've written, but I said film there. It says email there, and I have the weekday. This is where you're supposed to put the menu for the week and plan the menu. For me, I use this for, stuff that I want to do daily. It's actually not something that I have to get done. It's something I want to do. So I want to check the email every day. I haven't done it on Friday. I haven't done it on Saturday. I thought I had done it on Friday, but then I realized it was on Thursday, so I did wrong there. I did a lot of filming yesterday, but I didn't upload it. I did actually last night. And this is study. This is school. And I actually started on Thursday. I just didn't fill it in. I did. Oops. Wow. Yeah, I can make straight lines. Set for focus time about an hour. So I do one line for every 30 minutes that I'm focusing. I started for longer, but that I'm really focused. And I seem to be 20-30 minutes that I can be super focused. Then, mind start wandering. I start looking at the cats. I start looking at, wow, I'm sweating. It's hot today. Whew. And it's only 7 in the morning and it's already this hot and I can't see a single freaking cloud. It's gonna be a hot day. Oh, there's some little fluffy clouds over there. Over there. There you go. Boom. Clouds. We'll see how this day turns out. So, a little thing about when I plan, I actually So Gillian Perkins, she's I don't know what you call her, business expert, I guess. She helps people that want to start businesses, how to think, how to plan, how to different kind of online jobs. And she's not like the ones that do online, when you do answer questions and stuff like that. It's real jobs. It's proper jobs, and how to do them and what to think about them. And if you want to do YouTube, what you can do if you look at it from a business side of perspective. So this is from one of her online, one of her free courses, and one of the free downloads. And I actually printed, this is in my hallway, kind of remind me, hi, you can see my hand, to kind of remind me how to plan and what to do. So first of all, identify what you want to do. So for me, it's the I have to-do list, because that's the hardest one to do, because you put the I have to in there, and that kind of acts like a break to me. Second, someone says you have to do this, that's when I start to procrastinate. So I try to change the mindset of it to I want to get this done. But to actually feel I want to get this done, it's a totally different story. But first you start by identifying what you want to do. Then you plan what do I need to get that done. So for me, I have the missions that needs to get done in school, and especially the one for business economics, because that's a tough class. So what steps do I need to take? Well, first of all, I take the mission and break it down. I know what date it needs to get turned in, and I break the missions down into proper chewable chunks, so it doesn't get so massive, extremely massive, but, do a little bit now and a little bit and a little bit, How hard is this activity and why? So what I think about then is what part of this mission that I have to send in is the hardest, and why is it hard, and what can I do to kind of make it easier? Fun. Is this activity boring? Heck yeah. What can I do to change that? So that's also important, because if you find something you have to do that is fun, it's, you get it done. It's a lot easier to get stuff you want to do done than stuff that you have to do. So kind of change in mindset there too, but also, stuff to motivate you. I'm drooling. It's morning. My tongue isn't working. So one of the things is candy for me. That works. Like, okay, do this and that, and then you get a candy. Do this and that, and then you get a candy. Do this and that, and then you can do this. Kind of giving myself little treats, do this and that, and then you can go to the beach, or, stuff like that. That's how I go about it. It's different for you. Is this activity boring? What can you do to change that? And then start. Take your first step now. Don't plan the first step for tomorrow. I get a lot of stuff done on Sundays just by planning, because when I start to plan stuff out, it's all of a sudden I can't sit like that. That's stupid. That's when I start to plan stuff out, and that's when I clearly kind of see what I need to get done, how I can do it, and then all of a sudden they feel easier. Just because they feel easier, I kind of just do them. So a lot of the times I do this list and this planning for next week, and boom, I get a lot of the stuff done on Sunday. And all of a sudden the Mondays doesn't feel so horrible, because you got most of the tasks that you have for next week, you have them done already the Sunday before. And kind of Saturday is usually my little chill day. And Mondays, I try to make them easy on me, because I really always hated Mondays. I get something called Sunday anxiety, where I kind of start dreading the next week. I always had that. That's an issue in me. That's something I'm working on. So one of the steps is to do my planning on Sundays to kind of take away the thoughts of the dreads of next week. Oh, I have to get this done next week. I have to get that done next week. So by planning, replanning, reorganizing my life, my thoughts about them change. And with my changing mindset also comes a changing feeling, and all of a sudden everything feels a bit easier to do. So this is my morning. I'm gonna finish my coffee, finish my sweaty sandwich. Sun is hot. I have my water bottle here, and I'm gonna get started with everything. And I also really need to go. I have a dark t-shirt on, and that was a mistake today. It's hot. So yeah, that's the plan for today. First of all, planning, get a few items done so I don't have everything next week. Yeah. So I have my oh, that's another thing. So you know when you write to-do lists, for me they are kind of creating stress, because every time I get one thing done, I add 5 more. So I can't really take pleasure in the ones that I got done. Usually, when I'm in like midwinter, I usually don't have that much to do. But now it's summer, and our summers are so short. And I keep putting stuff on the I have to-do list that aren't super necessary, that isn't top priority. And I keep putting them on top priority, like mow the lawn when the weather's nice. That's kind of, oh, that has to get done. It have to get done. But it doesn't. Take a step back, take a breath, check on what is actually really important. So I actually have to vacuum the kitchen now because my allergies are worse. There's a ton of pollen. This I took with me out when I sat out. I don't know if you can tell. Let's see if we can. Does it even show? I don't think it shows. But this is actually covered in pollen, and I took it out like 5-10 minutes before I started filming. And actually my phone screen right now is covered in pollen, and I've just been sitting here for a little while talking to you guys, 70 minutes, and my screen is actually covered in pollen. So that triggers my allergies, and also it's been really hot, so all the pets are like losing a lot of fur. So I have to actually vacuum because I feel my allergies are getting worse when I'm inside right now. Even though the pollen is outside, I react more inside. Doesn't make much sense to me either, but that's the way it is. So that's actually I have to do because I get sick. But the flower bed is on the need to get done. It's not top priority. It's up there, but it's not top priority. It's not something I have to focus on. So that can wait. And I'll take that in time. Another thing that I noticed is I haven't let myself craft in a while because I've been busy. And I still think of crafting a lot like leisure time, like vacation time, like taking time off, taking a breather. But it's not. That is actually something I need to start planning in because my mental health needs it. You guys heard the word mindfulness, and to me that is crafting. That's when I turn my brains off from all the problems and all the issues, and I'm just existing here and now. And I need to start planning in mindfulness and some kind of even if you do fun stuff, like let's say I go fishing, that's fun, and so on, but it also takes a toll on me because my body is what it is, and it's kind of tough to walk in rough terrains and stuff. And I keep hitting problems, and and I also find myself when I'm standing out there fishing, if it's calm and I just stand there and I throw and I throw and I throw and reel in, throw, reel in, throw, that's usually when I relax. But not anymore. That's when I start to think about all the problems and issues again, and I start to tense up. So for me, fishing for a long time is not relaxing anymore. So I have to bear that in mind. I only go shorter fishing trips, so I don't have time to kind of wound myself up. When I start to feel like my mind is going back to the problems and issues at hand, that's when I stop and walk home. So it's different from everyone. It's different for yourself. Even if something used to be relaxing for you, maybe it's not anymore. Going on a vacation can be really stressful and pressing, and you have to go there, you have to see this, you need to do that, you have to be that, you have to be pleasant, you have to have fun. It's kind of a lot of pressure these days on vacations. I like going and explore stuff. I like going little adventures that aren't too demanding, but at the same time, I know I get tired from them. So they are not a good substitute for mindfulness for me. They were when I was younger, but not anymore. And that's something I have to accept too, that stuff changes, and kind of have to look at the present situation. What is it like right now? What is it like for me right now? And then start to plan from that. So for me, I actually have to plan in craft time. So I actually do some crafting. Because yesterday I sat down, I did about 3 hours crafting total. I filmed 2.5 hours of it. Made it into 5 episodes, I think. I try to keep them less than 30 minutes because 30 minutes is what my phone can upload. I doubt any of you will look at them the full time, but they are there. I filmed them and I'm going to upload them because I never filmed the full process of making something. I'm doing a mixed media art thing that I need for my walls upstairs. I have a wall that's really bad and I wanted something to decorate it with for a long time. So I needed something lightweight and I want something in green tones. So that's what I've been working on. So I never before filmed the full process, like all the gluing and all the painting and all the stuff. So yesterday I only did the gluing part and that took 3 hours. I filmed 2.5 hours of it. So it's kind of some stuff missing, but for the most part, the whole process is there. The thought process, how I changed things, why I changed things, what I put where and why, I kind of feel it. And it just felt good to just sit there and chat with the phone for a bit and just focusing on what I was doing. I wasn't talking about anything interesting or something like that. I just give a few hints and tips there, here and there, every now and again. But for the most part, I just sat there and did whoopie-doo-doo. I'm gonna put that there, but do no, not there, not there. You know, for 2.5 hours filming that. Not the best interesting content for YouTube, but it's something I've been thinking of doing for a while, just to see how long it actually takes. So I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna start painting it. I'm gonna put the base layer down, first base layer. So I will probably have to put 2 or 3 base layers on before I can start with the fun colors. And it's gonna take a lot of time because there's a lot of nooks and crannies. I didn't make it easy on myself, I can tell you that. But I'm gonna film that too. It might not be interesting to watch me just paint something black, but I'm gonna do it anyway. More for myself than anything else. So that's me. I'm gonna get back to my planning, get back to my coffee, and yeah. So Sunday planning time, and I hope you guys have an amazing Sunday. And the wind is picking up and it feels awesome. Yeah. Oh, it's so nice. It was way too hot before. Now the wind is picking up a little bit. It's so nice. So nice. So I'm gonna pick up sand for the flower box, for the flower bed on my need to get done, because I want to plant stuff in it. But then again, remember, I want to plant stuff in it. It's not a necessity. It's not something that, you know, have to get done. I need to start doing more tougher priority lists. I will think about what I put in the have to section. There should be a lot less in the have to than the rest of it. So it kind of needs to get done. Get sand. Get sand and rocks for my flower bed. And that's on I need to do. So that's already bumped down. It's causing a lot less stress by not being in my face with I have to. So I'm gonna go over the missions for this and see how I'm gonna plan out my schoolwork for the week to not make it too overwhelming. It's a lot to do, I know that, and it's still a have to do. But by planning it out, I hope I can make it more easy, and by making it easier, I will make it more fun. And I've been blabbing for 30 minutes. I can't make short vlogs. I thought it was just gonna be a 5-minute vlog talking a little bit about how I do my priorities. I suck at making short videos. I'm sorry about that, guys. I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope to see you really soon. Bye!